Hey guys, welcome back to Code Junkie Studios. First of all, I'd like to apologise for not really uploading that much in the last few months. I've been really busy with some crap basically. But what we're going to do is we're going to come back with a small tutorial now. But what we're going to be doing is back in Visual Studios in C#, we're going to be making a simple WinForm application that has a picture box which you can cycle through a load of images that you have in a image list, with two buttons going next image and previous image. So obviously you're going to need Visual Studios. I'm just using the Community 2015 version. We're just going to go in, make a WinForm application, just name it anything. Let's just do that as that. You can change where the save location is. I'm just using it in the default place at the moment, as I've not that long just sorted everything out on the computer, so I don't really have a directory that I'm wanting to save in at the moment. So first of all, we've obviously got our form. I really don't want to name it, but if you do want to name it, you can just do this. And as you see up here, we've got the image list test name up there. So first of all, we're going to just add a image list just by double clicking it or left click once and push enter. And you want to just go into the little, I can never remember what they're called, but it gives you a load of images. You can change their depth and their actual image size. I'm going to do it to 32-bit, and I'm going to put them at 32 by 32. And then you just want to choose your images, and then you're going to make indexes, which is going to start at 0 and continue down. They're just basically what we're going to define our images by. So if we want it to change to image 3, we would change the index to 3, and so on. But I'm just going to literally load in these load of random icons that I found online. They don't have to be JPEG or PNG, anything. They can literally be any of those down below. And as you see, we've got our index numbers, so we actually have 11 pictures. But yeah, just click OK on that. And then what you want to do is find the picture box just here. You can either drag in or do whatever you want with it basically. We're just going to do that there, and I'm just going to add two buttons. One that's going to be next, and one that's going to be previous. I'm not going to type previous or next. I'm literally just going to do arrows, which are pretty basic. Everyone's going to know what that means. So in our code, we're just going to want to double click our next button, and I'm just going to jump back, double click our previous button. But what we're going to want to do first is we're going to want to create a private init. So we're just going to do private and T, and you can name this whatever you want really. I'm just going to do s index equals 0. That's just what our index is going to be of our current one, so the S in there for me stands for selected. And then what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to create a update image void, which we can just call to change the image rather than having to write it all back in, which makes our life quite a bit easier. So we want to do private void, or you can do public, it's really up to you. Update image. And then we're going to want to call to our picture box, picturebox1.image equals image list dot images. And you're going to want to do the box brackets. I really cannot remember what they are called. And then just in here, we're going to want to add our private init that we made up top, which is S index. And now that's just going to cycle through them, stating that when we call the update, it's going to select the current index that we have and add either 1 to it or -1 to it. So in our next image, sorry, what we're going to want to do, we're going to want to call our S index that we made before, and do plus equals, and then we're going to want to add the 1 onto it. So then we're going to go if S index, the right arrow, I cannot remember what we use them for, well, what we call them. It was our image list, our images.count, as we're going to go up 1 on the actual count itself, and that's stating that we're going to go 1 up. And then just do our little curly brackets, and then S index equals 0. And then below our if statement, we're just going to want to call our update that we made a moment ago. Image. And then we're just going to debug, just so that we can see exactly what it's going to do. Then we're going to do the reverse of it. And sorry if my keyboard's loud when I'm typing, I just got a nice new mechanical keyboard and it's rather loud at the moment. And that's probably down to the rather crappy microphone that I have, to be quite honest. It's just a random little one that sits on my desk. But hopefully I'll upgrade that shortly, and then audio will be a bit better for you guys as well. So this is the button that we programmed. So now if we click that, it is cycling through the image. It is rather small, but it's cycling through all of them, as we see. I'm going to sort that out because I don't like that it's doing that. What was 90% of those image sizes? I'm just going to check. Okay, 128. We're just going to debug and just see what the images look like, and that is really annoying when it keeps. Okay, that doesn't want to. Let's put it back down to 8-bit. I really doubt that's going to make a difference, and I'm not sure why it's making them. Oh, there we go. That's a bit better. Let's see if we take it to 16, if the images look like they do on the actual pictures. Yes, that's more like it. No, it actually looks like it does. Well, apart from that one, I can't go back yet. But all apart from the, what's it called, Hellboy kind of picture looks normal. But what we're going to do now is we're going to double click back into our button to previous image, and then we're literally going to do the reverse of what we did here. So you can literally copy and paste, and you can just change a few minor things, but what we're going to do is basically this. You can type it in, you can copy and paste what you've already done. So we're going to do -= this time, and then we're going to have it as 1 again. Then we're going to do if. Why did my keyboard just not do what I was told it to do? If our S index, and then we're going to do back is 0, then S index equals image list dot images dot count is 1. And then again below we're just going to call our update image, and then we're just going to debug again. And as we can see, pictures will work. So we was on the how one. Now if we click back, we go back to the how, and back and back and back and back and back, and so on. So yes, this is a very, very small, short tutorial, but I hope it helps you guys. Another little thing that we could do with the picture box is just set it to stretch the image rather than normal. I find that makes it look a bit better sometimes. I mean, yeah, they're a bit bigger. Probably not best quality pictures in the first place. They're just random ones that I found on Google. So credits to whoever made these images, as they are pretty badass. But yeah, that's one of the tutorials done. There's going to be one uploaded again shortly, which is going to probably either continue on the login system that we was doing server-sided with MySQL databases, or I'm going to bring something new to you guys. Not quite sure. I've got a few little projects that I'm thinking of. Maybe even making your own like auto update library. So you would have it connected to your web server or VPS, etc. And it would get the updates from there, download them, push them on the program, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's that tutorial done, guys. I hope you enjoy. Again, I'm sorry that it's a short one. If you do want the source of this, I will add it in the description below. By all means, copy and paste from it if you really feel the need to. It's very little code that needs to be added, so you really don't have a reason why you can't type it yourself. But if you want to copy and paste, go right ahead. So, we've been Code Junkie Studios, and we will see you again shortly. Peace.
Young ones,